Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. This review is on Schoolhouse Delivery. I'll admit, I kind of forgot this release existed. When I was trying to collect all of the DVDs together to make the series, I forgot this one existed, because it's just kind of forgettable. Let's go ahead and move right into the history section of Schoolhouse Delivery. So Schoolhouse Delivery has a bit of a short lifespan, just like Engine Friends last week, as it was only released once in July of 2012. So just a sheer 2 months after Engine Friends came out, we got hit with Schoolhouse Delivery. Was kind of building up the hype around Blue Mountain Mystery because Schoolhouse Delivery, as well as Engine Friends, come with a little advertisement book for Blue Mountain Mystery to build up the hype for it. And apparently this is also a Polish release? The Polish version was released in 2015. That's a significant gap. There is no UK equivalent of Schoolhouse Delivery. If there is, they're not under the same name. So we don't have any box sets to look at this time. So let's go ahead and jump right into the close-up section of Schoolhouse Delivery. Alrighty everyone, here's your close-up look at Schoolhouse Delivery. You start off here, Thomas & Friends logo, Schoolhouse Delivery in a very interesting font and such. Thomas and Diesel on the front with Thomas pushing a cartload of apples. On track for Schoolhouse fun. Diesel's just kind of staring at him like, "Hey Thomas, can I push those apples?" "No way, Diesel, I'm Thomas. You're a Diesel, you suck." "When did we suddenly get back to Misty Island Rescue when you're totally racist towards Diesels?" And then the children are like, "What's racism?" And Diesel's like, "Racism is..." "Don't tell them that, Diesel. They're too young to hear that." "But I want to tell them that." "Too bad, you can't." I don't know what that was. There's the poster art in its entirety. On the side, Hit Entertainment logo as usual. Thomas & Friends logo, Schoolhouse Delivery. Scroll on down here. Another portrait of Thomas, distributed by Lionsgate. On the back, Schoolhouse Delivery again. On track to learning. There's your blurb about what's on the disc and such. Bonus features, the mighty magnet game, Guess Who, puzzles and fun and activities with Driver Perkins. Thomas and Charlie on the back here. If you didn't understand that visceral reaction, I hate Charlie and everything he stands for. Some apples down there on the dock side. I think they're at the dock side. Isn't that the Soto Shipping Company building in the background? But then there's trees back there, so I guess they couldn't be at the docks. I don't know where they are. Maybe they're at some kind of apple farm. Or the orchard! The orchard! Where's Trevor? There were children on the front. Trevor should be there. Tech specs and stuff down there at the bottom. Open this up. Ooh, what's that? We'll take a look at that in a minute. There's your disc, squished up version of the poster art. But what is this? Whatever is this? Hide and Peep Mystery. Choose your own Thomas Adventure story. Huh, it's like a little booklet here. Open it up and look. It's advertising Blue Mountain Mystery. Wow, which we'll actually be covering in about 2 weeks. Holy crap, guys, that's amazing. Meet new friends Owen, Mystery Engine, they don't call him Luke because they don't want to spoil it, Merrick, and Winston. Coming September 2012. Hide and Peep Mystery. So this is like a choose your own adventure storybook, which is actually kind of cool. It gives you brief bios on some of the narrow gauge engines, since we haven't seen them in CGI yet. There's a big picture of Scarloy right there. You help Thomas find Sir Ham. I'm not reading any of this. I'm just kind of flipping through it. But this is actually a really cool storybook. It's like I said earlier, it's a choose your own adventure type thing. It's really short, but it's actually really it's a nice quality book, and I really like that they threw this in here to promote Blue Mountain Mystery. Read, watch, and play with Thomas apps. There's some advertisements for some apps. There's some books, but nobody reads books anymore. And some advertisements for Day Out with Thomas. And on the back, advertisement for Blue Mountain Mystery Online, I guess. I guess that's a game that you can play. Watch a sneak peek, meet new engine friends, and play games at thomasfriends.com/Blue Mountain. So HIT was really pushing for Blue Mountain Mystery in terms of advertisements with this. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm sure, Day of the Diesels and Misty Island Rescue, they got their own promotions too, but they weren't really all that well known from what I remember from them. So with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and transition into our menu tour of Schoolhouse Delivery. Alrighty, everyone, here's your menu tour for Schoolhouse Delivery. The menu is actually kind of different. This time you got this blue background around it, and the only part of the poster art from the DVD that's even preserved here is the logo and Thomas and Diesel in front of the station. But like, it's very squished in, as you can see. Like this is like elongated. This is squished in with that blue background around it. So at least they changed a little something about it. So, episode selection. Which episodes do we have on this release? Diesel's Special Delivery, Being Percy, Henry's Health and Safety, and Happy Hero. From what I remember of them, they're not really that bad, but some of, oh boy, like Diesel's Special Delivery, I just remember not liking that one at all. And then Being Percy, I hated that episode. English, Spanish, and French are your languages. Stock standard with Thomas at the docks there. Bonus features, what are they? The Mighty Magnet Game and Guess Who Puzzles. Now, we're not going to do what we did last week, where I did the whole Guess Who Puzzles thing, and I did like the 3 impressions in one thing. I also don't want to play the Mighty Magnet Game. So, yeah, I guess that's really it. There's really not much else to look at here on this menu, because I don't want to play the Mighty Magnet Game. Yeah, that's pretty much it for your menu tour for Schoolhouse Delivery. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions, as always.
Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? Online, really? Again, you can't really find this in stores anymore. It's not printed anymore. Spoiler alert for number 2. I mean, it's 5 years old. 6 years old at this point. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No, it is not. Number 3, should you pick this product up? Like I mentioned in the little opening statement that I always do, this release is just forgettable. This release is pretty forgettable. Like I said, when I was trying to collect all of my DVDs to make HMR as accurate as possible, I forgot about Schoolhouse Delivery. It was one of the last CGI releases that I needed to complete the standard timeline. In fact, I bought Schoolhouse Delivery along with Engine Friends and The Line of Sodor all in one big bundle on Amazon because I forgot about it, and it was one of the last ones I needed. So when a release is forgettable, it's kind of a sin in my eyes, and it's a negative, really, is what it is. I mean, the episodes on here aren't necessarily terrible. This wasn't a horrendous experience like Up and Away or some of the other CGI-centric releases we've been looking at throughout 2018. It's just forgettable. And that's its biggest flaw, is the fact that you're not gonna remember anything about this. I mean, I'm trying to think of quotes from the stories that are on here. I can't think of any, and I just watched this maybe a week ago. And I'm the freaking quote master. I should know at least something that's from this release. So I gotta give it a red arrow for just being bland and forgettable. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. I would highly recommend looking on Amazon. Amazon has some good prices for Thomas DVDs, most of the time. And number 5, what price should you pay? Well, I believe I paid $5 for this. I'd have to go back and look at my Amazon history, but I'd probably say $5. So that's the HMR for Schoolhouse Delivery. I don't know if you could tell, but I really didn't want to record this HMR tonight. I'm kind of forcing myself to do this because Schoolhouse Delivery is just so forgettable. I want to move on. I want to move on to bigger and better things. I'm just pushing through until we get to season 17 because that's where the good stuff comes in. However, we do have something that's fairly good, at least from what I remember of it. Next week, we're talking about Blue Mountain Mystery. The movie that gave all Thomas fans hope that maybe Thomas could one day be good again. And again, from what I remember of Blue Mountain Mystery, I really liked it when it came out, and I remember really liking it when I watched it about a year ago. So I'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.